that's a great opening gambit, if I can call it that way, that you put the entire cards on the table of all these three parties. TRS into its third term, trying for a third term, BJP trying to get a foothold after Karnataka, and of course Congress trying to stay relevant while its party president, or rather the party leader, is still walking across the nation trying to get some votes for the party at last. The point is that you rightly made is about the Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu. It's be it AIDMK or DMK, they are basically just a name, just an alphabet extra or alphabet less. The question also would be in Kerala, as you rightly said, whether there's a religious communist combination which doesn't work to BJP's advantage. But when you look at Andhra per se, I mean, there Jagan will now again complete his second term. So what will happen is, does Jagan face such an anti-incumbency which KCR is facing in Telangana? Why is it so that there doesn't seem to be any anti-incumbency, at least in Andhra, if my reading goes right? As an editor of a newspaper like Deccan Chronicle, you must be reading this tea leaves every day to understand what's happening out there.
My understanding, Suresh, is one, Jagan is running a first term government and KCR is running a second term government. Second thing is, post bifurcation, the realities of Andhra and Telangana are very different. Telangana was the winner of bifurcation, if you like, and Andhra in some sense was the loser of the bifurcation. After all, Andhra did not want bifurcation.
True.
And essentially they did not want to lose Hyderabad. So Telangana is a state with an extraordinary capital like Hyderabad, which was taking care of 23 districts. Now it takes care of only 10 districts. There's a capital surplus. So Telangana was the winner. The expectations post formation of Telangana were very high. Essentially, if you leave all the political promises, Dalit CM, merge TRS into Congress, all those, nobody takes them seriously. What people really hoped for, really genuinely hoped for, they'll get a house, a 2-bedroom house. Somebody in the family will get a job. By job, I don't mean eke a livelihood, but a job which would involve a visiting card, a dress, a name, an office, an address, some kind of dignity, some kind of social empowerment, which often means government job or a very good private sector job. So that kind of a job, and of course drinking water and so on and so forth. But you know, house and a job, you know, historically if you see roti kapda makan and naukri, you know, these are, they change the fate of a family. It means if you're poor, you actually move to the middle class, at least the lower rung of the middle class. If you're in the lower rung of the middle class, one member in the family gets a job, you move to the middle class. So they thought Telangana, the coming of Telangana would mean every family hoped they will jump up. In contrast, in Andhra Pradesh, the aspirations were not so high because they knew their government was at a kind of a weak hand. You don't have a capital. Chandrababu Naidu made the Amravati gambit. People rejected it very vehemently. Jagan has come and pulled the plug on Amravati for all practical purposes and made Vizag the capital. I mean, this 3 capital is just a word. Sure. See, they'll just build a high court in Kurnool. The Amravati structures that exist, they'll use it as an assembly. But you know, these days the life of assembly per year is gone shorter and shorter, like our winters because of global warming. So as autocratic leaders lead in an executive fashion, the need to have an assembly, the need to listen to an opposition, need to have discussions, question hour, they're gone. So the importance of the legislature is been reduced for all practical purposes. So Amravati will be that assembly and Kurnool will be the court, but essentially Vizag will be the capital. Jagan has bet on that. Jagan has also bet, very interestingly, on a different kind of a welfare model than KCR. It's very interesting if you see KCR's welfare model, they are all land dependent. Raitu Bandhu, the more land you have, the more welfare you'll get. It is reversing the wisdom of welfare that the poorer a person is,
you should get it.
Lesser, he'll get more. But here is somebody who says, you have 1 acre land, you'll get 4,000. You have 100 acres, you'll get that much more. And today the land prices are very high. So why are you subsidizing a rich landlord? So it's a very landlord minded. Even take the house case. They said we'll not be able to give you 2-bedroom houses anymore. We can't give 3 acres of land to Dalits anymore. We don't have that much land. But if you have a land, I'll give you money to build a house. If you have a land. If you don't have land, I will not give you anything. That's KCR's. In contrast, Jagan is going for a very simple, ironically, Chandrababu Naidu was called the CEO of Andhra Pradesh Inc. between 95 to 2004. But Jagan is the guy who is giving the dividends. He's saying, whatever money I have, I will give cash to people, cash in hand. Is there an upper limit to which it can give you electoral dividends? We always spoke about a welfare state. Not many people understand what it means. But I think Andhra Pradesh under Jagan Mohan Reddy is reaching that kind of a near welfare state where government will earn money, give it off to people, it will really not do much. There is anti-incumbency, Suresh, against Jagan Mohan Reddy. But is it adequate? Is it sufficient? Has it reached a tipping point to defeat Jagan Mohan Reddy? I don't think so. I still believe Jagan Mohan Reddy, even with the growing anti-incumbency, there is anti-incumbency. People are upset about roads. People are upset that there is no development. People are upset that middle classes know that their children have to go and work outside Andhra. Anybody who's got a good education would have to find a job in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, or US, or Delhi, or Gurgaon. They come. That's why the rushes, you see during Dashara, Diwali, and Shankranti, trains and buses filling. So kind of immigration forced on them. They used to come to Hyderabad before, but they felt you were in the same state. But now you feel you're going to a neighboring state. So their own state having a capital, unlikely. That's a feeling. So there are factors of anti-incumbency against Jagan Mohan Reddy. Is it that severe? Is it that widespread? Or the money will give him another term? I believe as of this moment, we are very, very far away. 2 weeks, too long a time in politics. We are now talking of in 2022, what will happen in 24 May, 18 plus months ahead. I think it's too ahead to really talk about. But as of this moment, I believe Jagan Mohan Reddy will go on to get a second term with lesser number of seats. Janasena and TDP will be a stronger opposition. But I'll also like to venture in this moment to say something very interesting. In Andhra Pradesh, caste is more significant than Telangana. Telangana is not as casteist a society as Andhra is. Andhra is a very caste conscious society. It's closer to Bihar or UP that way. But if you see the entire history of Andhra Pradesh, it's by and large been ruled by people of two castes, the Reddy and the Kama. I believe Pawan Kalyan, if he can hold on, despite not winning and coming to power in 24, if he holds on, people are just testing him, will he run away like his brother? So far he hasn't. If Pawan Kalyan continues to be in AP politics after 24, should he lose? See, if he wins, obviously he'll continue. But if he loses and continues, he may go on to be the first non-Reddy, non-Kama Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh in 29.